What is up, everybody? It is I, Zom Dax, or Dax, of Sovereignty. You know what it is. Today, we're going to be talking about the Autumn of Agony, Heimdal edition. For reference, I like the fight after I learned it. And I really had to learn it because I really wanted to smash my phone. But once you learn this, it's quite simple. Trust me, it's quite simple. So today, of course, we're going to be talking about our top counters that we have picked out here at Sovereignty. And we're going to help you guys guide through the missions and the challenges for Heimdal. And just to give you a quick reference, this fight is really not that bad. Like I said, you do have to learn it, though. The general gist of the fight is, so it's pretty simple. He has the battery, which if you get knocked down and the battery's up, well, you get exploded. I mean, really exploded. But what you want to do is you want to bait his heavy. Now, you can hit after the first hit of his heavy when he does that, rah, you can jab him and then dodge the rest of it. And the unstoppable will go on to cooldown, the node. Or what I was doing is I actually punished his heavy. So after all 3 hits, you hit and then dash back. Now he might do a heavy again. I mean, once you get the gist of the heavy, really honestly what I did for all my fights is just learn the heavy. Just literally master the heavy, you know, like all the frames of it. And you'll get it. You'll get it. Super easy fight from then. I can do it with any champ. Like I've literally mastered the fight. It's so simple once you learn it. But yeah, let's go on to our counters. So of course, I'm gonna make a different thing here. She-Hulk, Deathless She-Hulk. For anybody that has Deathless She-Hulk, it's not that bad with Deathless She-Hulk. It is kind of a longer fight. Just spam SP3s or SP2s after, you know, getting enough battery charges and then hitting into either his heavy on the first hit or, like I said, punish the heavy. SP3 is really the way to go with the fight to get the easiest out of it all. But, you know, for your risk, your little high risk, high reward thing, definitely SP2s for sure. So yeah, but anyways, on to the normal objectives. Okay, we got Mystic 2020. I use Dragon Man, which is our top counter. Okay, now the reason why he's a top counter here is because his SP1 has a slow, which is great for this fight. Though I will say, it is kind of slow with Dragon Man, but with the slow, it's a pretty cheesy fight. You can just cheese it. It just takes a little while. Unless you have a rank 2 or rank 3, I mean, you should be fine. Now, Sorcerer Supreme, I heard, is mega cheese for this. Really good. But, it takes longer than Dragon Man because Sorcerer Supreme damage is not that great. Though, I mean, the easier the fight is for you, the better. Although it might take longer, it's still easier. Sasquatch is another one that we have on here. Sasquatch does do a shitload of damage. So, I didn't use Sasquatch, but we do have other people in the alliance that did. And, I mean, they were saying he's pretty good. So, I'm pretty sure... Actually, let me stop, because I don't know what I'm talking about with Sasquatch. But, he's probably pretty good. He's on the list. So, Long Shot. I did not use Long Shot. I had a friend who used Long Shot. Long Shot is decent for the fight. You can't really do the whole SP2 thing, the Incinerate. No. You just kind of have to throw the SP1s. But it's just the general gist. You know, bait the heavy hit. I mean, it's going to take a while. The Mystic 2020 options make this fight, like, kind of long, but they do it pretty well. Now, moving on to Cosmic and Metal. I use the top counter, which is Beta Ray Bill. And Beta Ray Bill has this nice thing where he uses heavy and then he just counters unstoppable. Oh, I should have mentioned this beforehand. During Heimdal's heavy, he's unstoppable. So, yeah. That's what makes him quite annoying. But, like I said, you learn the heavy, you'll get it. You learn how to punch the heavy, you'll get it. You learn how to poke in the middle of the heavy, you'll get it. But Beta Ray Bill completely nullifies that if you use a heavy beforehand, and then he stops all unstoppable. So that's great. He's pretty good. I'm gonna put my chapstick, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, I got like a whole smudge out there. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all did not see that. Alright. But Beta Ray build does it pretty good. His damage, top notch. And he's genuinely great for the fight just because he does counter the heavy, or the unstoppable. Goodness gracious. Vox. Vox is another one up here. Of course, because of his degen damage and, you know, his damage in general is pretty damn good. So, and if you're hitting the SP1s and your SP2s with Vox, it's great. Fantastic. Odin. Odin doesn't do much for this fight, besides the fact that he's an absolute nuking unit. He will nuke this guy. I mean, he does a lot of damage. He will actually crush this guy. Just play the fight like normal, you know. But use Odin's, I'm pretty sure it's SP2, the heavy's an SP2, and you will absolutely annihilate this guy. Now, another person I used, CGR. CGR does this fight pretty good. Or why am I saying CGR, bro? Cosmic Ghost Rider. Y'all know. If y'all play, you know. All right, anyways. Cosmic Ghost Rider is great for this fight. His damage on his SP2 is extremely good. Actually, what I did for the fight, honestly, is I used a few SP2s, but what I really was going in with was the SP1s. Just because the incinerates, if you can hit him, like if you go back, you're back, and he does the unblockable, and you hit into his block, the incinerates are actually going to do damage to him, which is going to build up the battery higher and higher, quicker. So he's great for the fight. He will do a lot of damage. I mean, I built up to like 300 battery charges hitting SP2, and the guy was dead. He died. So he's amazing for the fight. Skill and Mercenary. Black Widow Deadly Origin is an amazing option for this. The SP2 does a lot of damage. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right. Anyways, the SP2 does a lot of damage. Black Widow Deadly Origins does do a lot of damage in general. And on top of that, your shocks on all your attacks are going to build up that battery higher and higher and higher. So you're going to get a higher battery charge, and when you eventually knock him down with special, he's going to erupt. He's going to explode. He's going to explode into pieces. All right. Now, Hit Monkey is going to do wonders for this fight because Hit Monkey does do a lot of damage. More damage, the better, of course. If you can get the timing in with the heavies and you're hitting an SP2 or even SP1, I mean, you're doing a lot of damage. Plus, his medium, light, mediums are all crits. So you're going to be doing great this fight. Really easy with him. Now, something I did not mention with Black Widow Deadly Origins is I'm pretty sure that if you fully bait the heavy and you go to punch the heavy, she has a first and second hit frame that makes it easier for you to step out after you punish, or it might be in the middle of like in the heavy while poking him. I didn't use Black Widow Deadly Origins. We had other people that did, and I was hearing something about that. I don't know everything, but I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Trust me. Now, who I used on this, Bullseye. Bullseye does wonders for this. Okay, he's not gonna do anything magic. He doesn't have anything crazy, but what he does have is that nice SP1 where you can throw into his block and keep building battery charges, right? I pretty much did the same thing with Bullseye as I did with CGR, and I just kept throwing SP1s at his block while he was back and building up the battery charges, and then, of course, getting high enough and punishing his heavy and just going ham with an SP2 or SP1s. I was able to pretty much get off an SP2 and SP1 in the phase of, the Unstoppable being down. So that was great. He does really well. Now, we also have Massacre. I would assume Massacre is going to do really good damage here because of the SP1 and, of course, the Flaming Bat. You're going to build the battery charges quicker, and he's probably going to be extreme. I don't know why I'm saying this, bro. Probably. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's going to be good, okay? He's going to be good. SP2, you can hit that in the block as well. It's going to do a lot of damage. Or not a lot of damage, but build a lot of battery charges. But once you can hit the... when the unstoppable's down and you're able to hit a special, I am going to assume that you hit a SP2 into his block. This guy is going to just explode. Like, just explode, okay? So, pretty much, before we're done here, the basic premise of this fight is bait his SP once. He has True Strike, okay? You dash back 2 times, you're going to get a... I think it's Disorder. I don't know. But pretty much it's a buff where, you know, you can't parry as easily. But make sure you're parrying or intercept. Get rid of that True Strike, just at least the first hit. The heavy is going to be a huge part of the fight. You're going to want to poke or punish the heavy. And you're going to want to make sure that, you know, you're building the battery charges and getting the battery up higher and higher and higher. Pretty much all the people in this do good damage that we have for top counters, and you should be fine with this. 100%, I would hop in. Don't expect to win right away. Definitely just learn the gist of the fight before you go in completely. And once you learn it, you should be able to solo it with like every one of these characters. I mean, you'll be able to solo it with anybody. It's really not that bad once you really learn it. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure we do have videos of Sorcerer Supreme, and I think 2 others. Not exactly sure. But that is it for the Autumn of Agony Heimdal. And I will see you guys with the next Autumn of Agony.
Goes there, yes, I go there. You don't wanna come here, trust me, you don't wanna come here. I feel like I know you, I can affect you, I don't even want to, but I have to. Scars on my body, so I need an orphan. I didn't wanna do it. I'm sorry, I didn't wanna do it to you, but I have to. Every time she come over, she blame. yes, I go there. You don't wanna come here, trust me, you don't wanna come here. I feel like I know you, I can read you, I can affect you, I don't even want to, but I have to. Scars on my body, man. Scars on my body, man. Scars on my body, so I need an orphan. I didn't wanna do it. I'm sorry, I didn't wanna do it to you, but I have to. Goes there, yes, I go